What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to react to a statement that Jaylen Brown made himself. He says that he is the best two-way basketball player in the NBA. And so that started, some conversation. And with me, I always liked the way that this guy Jaylen Brown played, even when Jason Tatum was there. He always seemed to show up in big moments. He just was consistent. He never really shrank, in my opinion, like in big moments. He always played his game and always, was good in those positions. Unlike, sometimes Jason Tatum would shrink in big moments, but never this guy right here, Jaylen Brown. And so now that Tatum is not there, he just been doing his thing. Now, is he the best two-way basketball player in the league? Wow, that's tough because he going up against I think Cade Cunningham is a really good two-way player. Who else is Shea Gilgris is a really good two-way player. Some people throw in you could put in what's the guy name? Giannis is a good two-way player. Then you have what's the big man Wemby is another. Wemby is a really good two-way player. So it's tough. It's tough. I th- I think when I think about it, I think he in that conversation. I don't say he is the best two-way ball player in the league, but he is definitely in the top three. Who would I put in front of him though? I would definitely have to put Wemby in front of him. I wouldn't put Giannis in front of him. I think he's better offensively than Giannis is. Uh, but man, who else would I put in front of him? Shea. Would I put Shea Gilgris in front of him? I don't know. That's a tough one. But I say he probably around three. I would put Shea probably in front of him. So now they were talking about this on this podcast I was watching. What is this podcast called? This podcast is The Score. So they were talking about this on The Score. This is a small podcast channel like myself. Shout out to The Score. And I want to listen to the audio from their podcast and then react to what they had to say about Jaylen Brown. I thought they made some pretty good points.
Jaylen Brown recently, like a few days ago, after one of the Celtics' many victories recently, they did lose to the Jokic-less Nuggets last night, but the Jokic-less Nuggets, maybe a topic for another day, they've been awesome.
Yeah.
But
they're chugging along.
Jaylen Brown recently said he thinks he is the best two-way player in the game. I will turn the mic over to you and just tell me, is he right? If not, who?
He's playing like the best two-way player in the game right now, I'll say right now he is putting together like a very classic case for MVP. Like this is a career-long number two guy that gets to slide into the number one role. He's playing on a team that has like no expectations, and he is leading them to I think they have the best defense in the East. He's shooting his true shooting percentage is 60%.
Yeah, it's insane. They have the best point differential in the
point
East.
differential. Yeah. That's what it is. He's shooting, I think 60% on long twos, mid-range shots.
See, now I don't mind Jaylen Brown saying that if he backs it up, and he's backing it up. The Celtics, I didn't expect the Celtics just because Jason Tatum was gone. I didn't expect them to be like at the bottom of the East or anything like that. Because, like I said, I always thought that Jaylen Brown was a really good basketball player, and I couldn't see him, letting them fall to the bottom. That's why I would put Jaylen Brown higher than Giannis. Whereas though I know Milwaukee is they don't look real, they not even in the top 8 in the East, and so yeah, man. That's why I say that if he's playing like it, I don't have an issue with him saying it.
He is guarding the other team's best player. He has like a state like that 50-point defending Kawhi, shutting him down, win over the Clippers.
Apparently asked Joe Mazzulla specifically to guard Kawhi.
Like such a statement game. Like he is having a very classic like MVP run right now. And I think only in the last few weeks, I think the 50-point game obviously helped people, open their eyes to it. But I think only now is he like kind of getting the recognition for that. And like, don't look now, but the Celtics are amazing. They're playing so well. Like Jason Tatum could come back before the season's out. Like if you told me today that the Celtics are in the finals and like competing for a championship in June, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah, no. And again, I don't think he's the best two-way player in the game. I think, SGA or Giannis or one of those guys, but I'm not going to sit here and fault Jaylen Brown for the confidence because guess what? That roster that he's got playing at like a 52-win pace and currently third in the East is a roster that me and a lot of other people thought was going to be a play-in team at best and was probably more suited to a gap year and a tank year in Boston. And he's got...
I never felt like that. I just never felt like it was going to be a tank year. And so this guy said that he would put Giannis ahead of him. But look where Giannis' team is right now with Giannis. Giannis has some holes in his game offensively. Jaylen Brown, I think I think Jaylen Brown is a better offensive player. Giannis, because he's a big guy, I'll give him a slight edge over Jaylen Brown. But man, if I would look at, I'm taking Jaylen over Giannis as the best, as a better two-way ball player. I don't know about Shea. If I would, I might take him over Shea. So that's why I'm like this guy too. I don't have a problem with him saying that he the best two-way player in the league because he's playing like he's performing like he's, what I mean? Like he is that dude.
That roster, and it's not just him. I know Derek White and Payne Pritchard and Joe Mazzulla, the psycho that he is. Like all those guys deserve credit, but Jaylen Brown has done the most to take what I thought was a play-in roster at best, if not a tanking roster, and turn them into what looks like a legit East contender, the third place team, the best point differential. By the way, their offense, number 2 in the league in efficiency, is scoring more efficiently than last year's Tatum-led attack did when they had both Tatum and Brown. I never thought I'd be able to say that. Even if you go by like comparing it to the league average in a given season, still more efficient. Jaylen Brown is third in the league in usage rate behind only Giannis Antetokounmpo and Luka Doncic, and yet he's scoring more efficiently than ever. Like, it's just insane. I was never necessarily a Jaylen Brown doubter, but I definitely had my doubts if you had asked me if he'd be able to elevate to this level. He was the number 1 guy in a team. I'd be like, yeah, he'd probably put up numbers, but it'd probably be inefficient, and his team would be like a 39-win team.
See, I don't know. Like this guy's explanation to me it just seemed like he don't really know basketball. Even when Tatum was there, Jaylen Brown always got his points and always did his thing. Tatum, like I said, Tatum sometimes fell short. And then Tatum took some of the he took some backlash for that because he couldn't get the team over the hump right at first. And so what people were saying though, or what people try to say that Jaylen Brown was benefiting from having a superstar like Tatum on his team, which that could be true, but still, you wasn't able to shut him down. He still was doing his thing and getting his points, even when Tatum wasn't able to be effective. Jaylen Brown was. So that's why, sometimes I wonder if some of these guys really know, what they talking about, or they give Tatum like more credit than what, it's not like Tatum made Jaylen Brown.
No, he's doing it for, again, a team that could be like a top 3 seed, a 50-plus win team, elite offense, to increase his usage the way he has while also increasing his efficiency and not really giving anything up on the other end. It's blown my mind.
And when they say about efficiency, right, that's another thing. Like if you look at the shot selection for Jason Tatum when Jason Tatum was playing, it's totally different. Like Brown, he shoot more mid-range jumpers than Tatum. He get more points going to the basket than Tatum. So I'm not even surprised that he is he's more efficient. Like he's more efficient this year than he was last year because this year they really need him to be more efficient. This guy, man, when you look at him as a pro, man, this guy is really something else. So wait a minute, hold on. Let me get back to some more of this. Hold up. But yeah, man, his efficiency, in my opinion, is really gotten better since Tatum has gone. And that just shows that, he know how important it is for for his team to be they don't have much margin for error.
And so I give him all the credit in the world. And though I don't agree that he's the best two-way player, it's like, who the hell are we to tell him not to say it? Because I'd think the same way if I was playing
for sure. For the last 20 games, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's everything too. Like I will say also, and I've never been a big like Jaylen Brown guy, just personally, but like it's the shooting is what stands out, and it's unbelievable. Like it looks like he's gotten better with the handle or more crafty. He's creating his own offense, which to me was like kind of the thing that I guess the good shooting helps you because you're creating space, and then
Yeah, man. Like what Brown is doing now is just, it's not like it's nothing new. He always been this efficient. He's always, always been a really good ball handler. It's just that the team need him to play a different role. That just speaks to his versatility. He never complained about being the number 2 man, anything like that. So, yeah, man, I think I don't know who I would put ahead of him as far as being a better two-way ball player. I'm gonna give it to him over Giannis. I'm gonna give it to him over Cade Cunningham. Only person that I see that might be a better two-way player is maybe Shea Gilgeous, right? But I think I wish these guys had to say who they think is the best two-way ball player, like who's better than them. Because now that I think about it, man, and the only reason why I'm giving Shea that edge over him is because they have that, Boston have a championship too. So yeah, man, this dude is he really efficient on offense, and the more efficient he is, the harder he is to stop. So that's my take on it, though. I think he's right. I didn't talk myself into thinking that he is the best two-way basketball player in the league. So with that being said, man, y'all make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.